Hi, this is actually the first time that I'm recording my process for how I do my travel journal. For this one, this is a bit different because I haven't had a chance to actually work on this during the trip, which is typically what I do. Like I do most of the content while I'm on the trip. However, for this one, there was just so many things that was going on, and it was like the first time that I've traveled in more than 3 something years. So there was the feeling of wanting to sit down and do this during the trip was just not there for me. So now I'm going to do this here at home. What I've done, but however, before I went on the trip, what I've done is that I have this traveler's notebook size that I bought in Taiwan, like the last time I was there in 2020, I think in the beginning of 2020. And then what I've done is taken out the staple and painted each page and added some markings on here, like just random stuff that I've added. And then I think now I've got some stamps from the different places that we've been. So that's how I started. Now I have at least, now I'm not staring into a blank page. These are just basically random watercolor markings that I've done, and some pencil drawings. So okay, so that's the base for my travel journal. And then I have here the stuff that I've collected during the trip, maps, museum tickets, and even I took out a mug, a paper cup that I've cut up, and some postcards and various things, various ephemeras that I'm going to be using either as backgrounds or just as elements in my journal. And then a few days ago, what I've done is, and again, this is also a different way of doing my journal, because typically I would look at the day and then print pictures based on what we've done, and then print them depending on what I wanted to do in the page. But for this time around, I decided to select the pictures that I wanted to include, printed them out in various sizes. I have 6-in-1 4x6 photo paper, or I have 2. And then I also printed these out in big inkjet sheets like A4, so I could put them in my journal. These are not photo paper but inkjet paper, because it's easier to fold and put into the journal. Another thing is that I wanted to just show you quickly, this is a bag that I use to hold my stuff. I mean, I know this is already a reduced kind of size that I bring with me. I could still make this even lighter next time when I do get a chance to travel again. So I basically just have tape. This is my scissors that I use. I think I got this in the Philippines. This is one of those imitation kind of Japanese ones. And then some roller tapes, and some stamp pads. And I've got some stamp numbers here. I like to have the numbers because I have the AM PM. This is from Ali Edwards that I got from a kit, subscription kit. A date stamp sometimes, but this is more specific to travel. What else? I don't have much that I put inside, except for this is like a really old bag of ephemera, stickers, journal cards that has been in this bag for so many years in things that I've been using to, every time I travel. So I just haven't got the chance to take this out or change this. So I think that's the good thing of traveling with limited supplies, or what you have, because that sort of takes all the overthinking out of the equation. So I also have washi tapes that I usually put in these kind of cards stacks. So yeah, I think various washi tapes, I think, that I bought individually. Yeah, and of course some pens. I always have a white pen. I think this is a random Sharpie pen that I got. I don't know, but anyway, most of these things have been in my kit for a long time, and I just don't overthink things, and sometimes I just shove whatever I have in there, and so that's it. So okay, then I'm going to start putting together my travel journal. Sometimes it's getting started can be a bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to just do is just put out some basic writing maybe, and I was thinking I'd probably do a bit of a sampling for day one. Because I wanted to have this layer, a bit of information, and a bit of this. So actually I don't need the rest of this, so I will tape this, or I will glue this, or maybe not. Let me see. Maybe I'll just glue this down. I probably don't need that information. The Songsan Cultural Creative Park is actually, well, it used to be a tobacco plant. It's been converted into, kind of like a museum, a venue for a lot of cultural activities. It also houses some companies and a lot of pop-up shops. It was quite interesting to visit if you're a designer or even if you're just interested in design. For day 2, I have a lot of things that I need to put in, but I have lots of photos and a lot of ephemera. But I realized that I stamped these stamps from the Fine Arts Museum in the wrong place, more because I need more space or pages to fill in before we actually went to the Fine Arts Museum. So what we'll end up doing is what I probably was going to do is cut this out and put this into a different page later on. So I'll get a cutter and I'll improvise a bit and see how I can actually work on this without ruining. Let me see. I'll probably need to get a ruler. I've decided that I will leave a bit of space or a little bit of this page here, just so I could probably stick something else in here. That way it's not completely ruined. So I'll stick that in a bit later. Let me see. I didn't really, like, I have stamps here. And again, these are things that I've stamped randomly in this notebook, not knowing how many pages I'm going to have. So I might end up doing the same thing as this for later. But for now, let me just try to see what I can do with this. So I actually want to include this more because I remember the first time Starbucks opened in Taipei. It was right next to where I work. So yeah, so I think coming back to Taiwan and then seeing this sign, it's a good reminder anyway. So I thought maybe I'd put this in here as part of what I'm going to use. Or maybe I'll just put this in here as part of the page. Yeah, I'll just staple this on. Might add a picture here later. So for now, let's just jump first. I'm just debating because this part seems a bit strange. But anyway, I think I will need to find something here. So I probably will just add this in here, just as a in-between sort of thing. A lot of times when I'm doing my pages, I actually don't really have a big plan of where things are going. I look at whatever I have on hand and try to work around things. and just see how it goes. So for like this one, I've really just saved this page from a map that we actually got from this place that I'm going to journal about, but I don't know, I just go with the flow or see what I can find that I could incorporate into this page. I'm trying to find, yes, I think I found this, someone's deck design. I'm trying to see if I could, I'll use this because I think this is so cute. So the second day, we actually went to the Huashan 1914 Creative Park. This is yet another park that's been renovated to house a lot of designers, pop-up shops, bookstores, and various things. This used to be a wine factory, actually. I like to put my tickets as part of my journal. I'm thinking of how I could maybe incorporate this into here. So maybe use this as a pocket. It could work. Not exactly sure yet how I'm going to use this to go with this. Trying to figure out how many pages to use up for here, because I definitely have this whole page that I wanted to incorporate into here. So I might do that here. Let me see. Maybe I'll put this down first and then decide what to do with the other. Okay, so I think I will just put my tickets in this vellum envelope that I have. So I'll put it on this side. Just you probably wonder why I've switched from the roller tape from the glue stick, because I found that with the glue stick my my pages seems to be a bit warped. So I think, yeah, compare, see, there's a bit of warping going on here compared to if I use a roller adhesive like this. I have this wrapper that I've saved from one of the places that we ate from. I have these pictures that I will use to go into this spread. And I was just wondering, maybe I could use this to cover up the area where the stamps are. And then, look, I saved these stickers that are from the wrapping. So, and because this is wax paper, so it's a good thing I could still reuse this. So maybe I could use the card, put it inside here as a way to just hold it in place My problem now is that the size is a little bit off. Maybe I'll also put this on. Just to show the different things that we tried, the different flavors. Don't know if I could still separate this. I think might be a bit difficult. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I could take that out, so this could be an extra design. Yeah, so what I will do is just stick this on, and that way, and then I put the card inside. Just some pictures. These are on the way to where I used to study, and there's a night market because it's a big university. It's Taipei, or Taiwan's one of the major universities. So there's usually a night market around that area. Okay, so day 3. I was thinking I would use this as a main picture. And then have this there. I wanted to include this map because I just thought that the graphics are just so cool. And later on, I'll try to write down here the path that we've taken to get to this place, or and what stuff which places we visited. So I just felt like this map should be included in this travel journal. So that's why it is here. Yes, then I need to add some more stuff here. Taipei is a foodie heaven, so we visited a lot of places that had lots of really interesting food. This was our first stinky tofu from Taiwan. I love stinky tofu. I don't know why I never got to eat much of it when I was living in Taipei. So I have this postcard that I bought from this place that we visited. I decided that I wanted to include this, so I actually folded this in half. Maybe I'll just attach it like this. I think I need to figure out later what to add here, so I'll just skip this for now, and then do the other pages. So, and then I have this big picture that I quite like. So I'm going to just stick that in to this spread here. This area called Dihua is actually quite famous place because of the temples, but it's also like a wholesale market. So especially for Chinese New Year, people go there shopping. So now they've been upgraded. So a lot of old buildings been preserved. So now it's a major tourist spot, which is basically this is how it used to look, and it's almost kind of like the way it looks now as well, which is quite great because they preserved it. And I totally love this building. This is why I have a full page of this in my journal, because if only I had brought my sketchbook, I would have sat there and sketched this place. Okay, I think my journal has gotten a little bit too thick, so now I think this middle bit is coming off, so I might need to put a bit of tape in it later on. I'll just do that later. Sometimes it also doesn't bother me that much. On day 4, I have some things here. Again, some various ephemeras that I picked up. Postcard from the place. I've got some, actually, this is for day 5. Let me see. I should probably put this away first. Yeah, so I have these things that I will need to put into this. And I think maybe this might be a bit too big. Let's see what happens, what I end up doing. I think I picked this up because of the the blue and the green colors. This is from a museum, so I'll put that aside first. So Jofen is an old mining town, and there's so many food stalls that lines up the very narrow alleyways. People go to Jofen more to just try out the different food. and it's also, not too far from Taipei city, so it's a nice day trip out. The kids and I walked down the streets because it was still early, so most of the shops were still closed. But of course, we had to try an iced treat um, that's full of taro or sweet potato glutinous balls, and then we had the fried stuff, so it's lots of seafood, and we got a selection. Usually, they weigh it and then they fry it. So we got a selection of seafood and some potatoes and chicken. So this is very typical Taiwan food. This is the tea house that we went to. Um, it was a little bit expensive, so we didn't really order much. But this is like a famous tea house in Jiufen. So I don't have much to put here. I'm just wondering, because I have this picture that I want to put here. So maybe I'll leave this blank for now and then put this either here or on the next page. Maybe I'll do that on the next page. So it's a family picture, which is very rare to have, because usually my teenagers don't like to be in the picture anymore. I have these Polaroid pictures. These are actually pictures of my son enjoying, well, let's put it this way. He has a thing for boba or milk tea, bubble milk tea. So of course his adventure in Taipei was to go search for different boba teas and to try them out. So I thought that I would print his pictures in a Polaroid format and of all the different days. So of course the last one was this was from Jiufen. So let me see how to lay these out. So after we got back into the city, my daughter and I went to the Mocha Taipei, which is the Museum of Contemporary Art. And my daughter wanted to see, because the next day would be closed. So we had to take advantage that, that we were going to visit the museum while we still had a chance, while we had time to do that. Well, my son went back home went back to the hotel. While my daughter and I went into the museum to just wander around. She's very keen on art as well, so this was quite a big trip for her to see all this art and get inspiration for her school. So I think I'll just keep this quite simple, and I'll put a stamp. I don't have anything to put here, but I kind of like this scribble, so maybe I'll just keep it, because it kind of lines up with this, or leads into this ticket. So that's fine. I'll just keep it like that for now, like keep it empty. Yet another page. I think this was one of the exhibits, and I thought it was so cool to see all the pattern. I think this is this wooden structure or art piece is actually part of a boat. I'm trying to remember some of the details, but I just thought this was so cool. So I think, yeah, I'll just include that in here. I decided to cut out this part of the brochure and use that as a background page, and then added a bit of journaling on this side. And then this is another page that I couldn't move because I'd stamped this at this particular page. And unlike the other pages where I cut out the page and move it to another position or another location, this one's a bit tricky to cut out. So I decided to just keep this here, and this is part of the this brochure from the museum. So I just cut off the front. I thought that was just nice. And so this is our last night in Taipei. So I thought it would be nice to add in a picture of sunset, the view from our room. And then this is us waiting for the bus to take us to dinner. So my kids have been wanting to try out this restaurant because they've read about how cool this restaurant is. They serve some really tasty burgers. I think this is an American brand, but this is the shop that had an actual restaurant to sit down in, and not a takeaway kind of place. So I thought I'd add that here as I thought I'd add this here because yeah, the kids think it was just so fantastic. It's just so good. So this is the last day of our trip. I've gone ahead and put things together. I still need to find out the name of the restaurant, but 5 a.m. I was out queuing up to get to this restaurant. which is actually inside the market. But everyone was already queuing up. So if you see, this is how it looked like in the dark, like at 5 a.m. And then I just had some of the food while some I took away, did a takeout for the kids. Yeah, so this is day 5, and I took a bit of the luggage tag, and I had a picture of the plane and a bit of receipt from the food that we had at the airport, and that's it. Typically, at the end of my travel journal, I would put in the age of when we traveled. That way, gives us there's a bit of a context as well. So this is how it is. Yeah. So that's the Finnish travel journal. Maybe I'll just do a quick flip through, see the complete pages with all the additional pictures that I've put in as well.